Epcot Food and Wine Festival, but most importantly, our Rockin Burger Block Party. Now, yes, if you don't have a burger in your hand and you can applaud if you brought your appetite, make some noise. Fantastic. We want to say welcome. We want you guys to eat, drink, and be merry. We've got some amazing chefs prepared some amazing burgers. We've got amazing drinks. So we're going to kick this thing off. So right now, what I want you to do, we have a special guest. My name is Mark, and I'll be hosting the evening. We got great music from DJ Elliott. But right now, I want you to put your burgers down because we've got a special guest, and he needs that big applause from you guys here at our Rockin Burger Block Party, all right? So, who better to kick this off than an award-winning chef and TV personality and host of Bizarre Food? Please give it up for Andrew Zimmern!
You were correct when you said needed applause because chefs are the most amazing people in the whole world, but chefs on TV like me have huge egos and no self-esteem whatsoever. So we need lots of applause and... by the way, really nice with Blitzkrieg Bob. That's my generation. Anyway.
I saw you dancing back there. You were doing this.
I saw the Ramones about 70 times when I was in high school. I'm much older than you are.
Not by much.
By quite a bit. Continue.
All right. Well, welcome, Andrew.
Thank you very much. Are you all having a good time?
Yeah. This is our VIP Nosh Pit area. You guys doing good?
I like this. They have swanky lanyards, and people are bringing them drinks and burgers.
They don't even have to get up, Andrew.
You know what that is? That's heaven. This is what heaven looks like.
Burger heaven.
Yeah, well, just plain old heaven.
Plain old heaven, even.
If I go upstairs and St. Peter says, "Come on in," which would be fun anyway, being Jewish. But if I do wind up there and he says, "Come on in," and you get to just sit down, listen to great music, and people are bringing you drinks and burgers forever.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
That is not bad.
That's not bad.
And then you would be there.
Well, you don't even need that. That's gilding the lily.
Yeah, it is. Now let's talk about you. You said that you started off as a dishwasher and worked all the way up to executive chef.
In my food days, yes. I started off as an unredeemable human being with a very, very narrow skill set. My parents thought the only thing that I could ever do was just be mean to other people. I was good at that, and not very good at school. And things ended up okay.
It did.
And now I pay a lot of taxes, and I'm a model citizen. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Uncle Sam, thank you.
Here's the great thing. I knew I always wanted to be in food, and in the food world, when you beg your parents to work summers in restaurants, you're shucking clams and washing lettuce, and you're working your way up. And then I went to Europe and I did that, and you start at the bottom there. The cooks won't even talk to you the first 5 months. You're cleaning green beans in the late 70s in Parisian fine dining restaurants. And I just kept plugging away, and had a very successful run in the restaurant business, and then a pretty successful run now in the television business.
Of course, which brings us to Bizarre Foods.
Correct. Yeah. Premieres Monday night at 9, the new season.
Yes.
Guatemala.
You go to Guatemala.
I go to Guatemala and explore. There's 22 Maya cultures that still exist in large enough numbers, most of them speaking dead languages and cooking the foods that are almost indistinguishable from the way their ancestors did 700-800 years ago. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. Plus we almost got held up by bandits.
Wow.
More on that later.
So, wow. Yeah. All right, tune in. Episode 9 maybe?
That is episode 1 of the season. And our 200th episode coming up October 19th.
Well, congratulations. 200 episodes. 200 episodes. Congratulations. Yes. Now, Andrew, you've eaten everything from ants to zebra, right? The whole alphabet you've taken care of.
Cover your ears.
Okay.
No one official from Walt Disney World is listening.
Of course not.
So I'm staying out in Animal Kingdom. I'm sure some of you are too.
Cover your ears. He warned you.
So I'm with my nephew, and we're looking, and there's a parade of animals out there, and he looks looks up at me and he says, "Isn't that amazing?" And I looked at him and I said, "I think I've eaten all of those edibles." in their countries of origin, legally.
Legally, yes.
And antelopes and things like that are regularly eaten over there.
Yeah, and of course, and now you're staying in Grand Floridian because of that. They've moved you.
I've actually been kicked out. I'm off property. I'm at some place. I'm at, Show Place, Florida, about 25 miles down the highway.
Gotcha. Yes, of course. Now, you've eaten a lot of bizarre foods. Let's talk about, did you have a favorite one? Is there a favorite bizarre food?
When you say favorite, does that mean like something crazy that I like the most?
Yeah, something crazy that you like the most.
All right, so here's the deal. Sometimes I come face to face with foods that are so unique we didn't know they existed despite the endless amount of research that we've done. And we get into the country and we're with these guides and we're exploring and we're usually with a tribe of some kind, and we're out in the forest and there's some animal or something that no one has ever tried before or seen, and it's presented to me to eat. And it's a really, really special moment. And I try it, and sometimes I eat it, and it's so ridiculously good. And as I'm leaving, the thought crosses my mind, or really the realization, the conclusion actually is correct, that I will never have a chance to eat that again as long as I live. That it is a frozen moment in time, and in years from now, if I ever make it back there, that tradition may be bulldozed over and long gone. So in Madagascar, a lawless country that no one goes to, we were on a tiny little island off the coast, the only place in the world where giraffe beetles exist. It's a small little beetle with a long snout, and they boil them and they taste just like shrimp, and I love them. I mean, I ate a whole pot of them with rice, and I'll never get to eat them again. Pololo, a tiny microscopic worm that rises out of the deep Pacific Ocean off the coast of Samoa 3 times a decade when the atmospheric conditions are appropriate, and they die on the surface and they descend back down to the coral reef to reestablish more reef. And the locals in their canoes scoop it up and smear it on rice or on bread and eat it like, chips and dip, and it is extraordinarily it's extraordinarily delicious. I will never have that again. You could go live there for 10 years, and if you're not out in the middle of the ocean, the right day, right time, you're never going to taste it again. So my palate has enjoyed some privilege over the years, and I don't take it for granted that someday it's just going to instantaneously evaporate because the world changes, or there's some other guy. Don't you get into the weird food eating business. You're good, you got a good voice, you're tall, you got hair.
We can talk, let's talk.
No.
Be your sidekick. No. But you know what though? Your show lets us see that though, and that's what's amazing about it. We learn about things that we would never know about, and we learn about these things, so I think that's really good.
Well, here's the deal. I really don't care about the food. I mean, I love food above all other things. I use food as a cultural microscope to look at things, but I don't care if I'm eating, fermented warthog snout or giraffe beetles. What I care about is the stories of the people and the cultures, and trying to get people to think to themselves that in a world where we're always talking about the things that divide us, like skin color or politics or language or religion, maybe we should talk about the things we have in common, like our love of foods. And that if you see somebody who looks different, sounds different, and believes in different things than you do, you can still find some way to reach each other over a plate of food. And I think that that's an important thing in 2015. So that's why I make the show, is because I want everyone else to be more patient, tolerant, and understanding as you walk through life. So the secret's out now.
There it is.
The dirty secret is out.
That is a good secret. It is a good secret.
Well, here's the deal, and I really do mean this. If you're I'm totally blessed. I have a television program that's in 70 countries. That's an incredible platform. And if you are lucky to get there someday too, or whatever platform you have, don't squander it. At the end of the day, one day the network is going to say, yeah, your ratings aren't good anymore, you're out, some other guy is in. And I don't want to put my head on the pillow and say, wow, I really missed the opportunity to carry a message. We should all try to carry a message.
Thank you very much. Yes, there it is.
Yeah. All right. It's true.
Yeah, it is very true.
Do you know what message I'm trying to carry to you right now?
What?
oh my God, I need a burger.
Well, let's talk about that right now.
Yeah.
Because these burgers, the smell of the burgers, we got amazing chefs here, different burgers. Now, here's the thing. You guys, this is all for you. You guys are going to remember, you want to try the burger, and there's a little guitar pick in your program. You'll be voting for your favorite burger. So as you eat, remember. So, Andrew, we have you here. As you taste burgers, give us some tips. What we're looking for. What do you expect? What will help?
Well, I've judged a lot of national burger competitions, and for me, it's about meat and bun. Meat and bun. Everything else that's on that burger should accentuate it and not take away from the meat and bun experience. So, at its very core, the beefiest and cleanest tasting burger from a beef standpoint, and I like a soft bun that doesn't interfere with my burger enjoyment, and I like it butter griddled.
Butter griddle. Now, you made a good point, because I heard some people saying don't eat it with the bun. So you're saying it's very important to have that bun.
What?
There was some guy. We kicked him out. There's a guy saying don't eat it with the bun.
Let me just explain something to you.
Okay.
A hamburger without a bun is not a hamburger. It's Salisbury steak, and it should have gravy on it.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yes.
I'm not against a bunless burger.
Right.
It's just, it is what a hamburger is, a ground beef patty between two pieces of bread.
Gotcha.
Right. Okay.
We kicked him out. He's
gone. He's staying down the road with me at another hotel.
He's in the next room over to you. So here's what we're going to do. We have these little picks, and this is what you're going to be voting with. So, Andrew, I'm going to give you one.
Fantastic. I love this, because I play guitar.
Do you really?
I do.
All right, what kind of music?
I play everything really badly.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you remember you were just saying you saw me jumping around?
Yeah.
Electric guitar, headphones, pig nose amp, plug back through, iPod, air guitar, Tom Cruise, Risky Business,
Gotcha.
1984, Alone, Family's asleep upstairs.
In socks.
Daddy's enjoying himself.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very good.
So,
yes. So remember, you guys are going to be voting for your favorite burger. Now, you're here, and once again, thank you for joining us here. Is there can we see you here at the Epcot Food Festival?
Yes, Sunday, come on out. Is it, I don't want to, see here I'm going to invite everybody to something that's already sold out. Here's
what you missed.
No. Do you want to know something? The amazing part about the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival is that it goes on for like 6 or 7 weeks, and practically every night there's an event of some kind. There's amazing cool foods on the
World Showcase.
I knew it had a name.
Yeah.
I call it the giant sidewalk at the lake. But they have all these unique foods that the different pavilions put out. I love strolling that every chance I can. And they bring people like me in to do food things for you folks. So I'm doing a cooking demo on Sunday, and there's a book signing that you can come to, and I think I'm doing something else. And of course I'm blanking, but it's all Sunday morning. If you're here, I think in the building right next door to this, or maybe through that wall, I'll be there.
I think so. This way.
Thank you. But by the way, down here is one of those people that you bump into online when you're waiting for a ride, who knows everything about Disney. Everything.
Yeah, and he sat very close because he knew you would stand right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Walt Disney the Seventh.
Yeah.
That's why he's got the first table here.
First table right there. Very nice. Well,
but I come here every year, and I should put in a shameless plug for it. Hundreds of the country's best culinarians all come through here and do this like constantly. So maybe you don't get a chance to see me, but look at the lineup and come and see and support some of the other great chefs that are here all throughout the festival.
Yeah, and there is a lot. Now, we're here at Walt Disney World, and I want to know your favorite thing to eat when you get here. What does Andrew go for when he comes to Walt Disney World, Florida?
Not even close, baby.
Yeah.
Turkey leg in the left hand, Dole Whip in the right.
There it is. Well,
and I may pause and repeat that a couple of times, maybe.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you.
There is. I will say this. The culinary team here at Walt Disney World, there's like 60,000 of them in staff all over the parks, right? Including the water parks.
Yeah.
And every single year they up their game. Imagine trying to do food service for hundreds of thousands of people every single day. It's the hardest job in the world, and they kick butt day after day after day in restaurants, in tiny little carts, whether it's a hot dog on the street or a sit-down 4-course, 5-course meal at the Brown Derby. And all the culinarians on Team WDW deserve a big round of applause.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
It keeps getting better. I've been coming here for a long time, and the food just keeps getting better and better every single year. So,
Did you try anything that really stood out to you?
Well, I got here last night.
Gotcha.
I immediately came into the park. I immediately had a hot dog at my favorite little secret place over in Tomorrowland, which makes a nice little hot dog, plain. And I go to that stand because they have Goulden's dark brown mustard. So that was dinner last night, and then I had lunch at the Brown Derby today. And what am I going to do tonight? Oh, tonight, turkey leg, Dole Whip. Yep. Repeat.
There it is.
There may be some repeating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, once again, thank you very much for joining us, Andrew. We know you're very busy. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. It's great to see everybody. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Are you going to play me out?
Play him out. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Andrew Zimmern.